Hey everybody, here it's Everyday Nerdy, and today we'll be doing Captain America as a request from someone in the comments. I'm reading them, so yeah, request and we'll see how it goes. So this one, we're going to start with mesh mode. I tried doing other ways because I tried to avoid mesh mode because I'm not really good at using it, in my opinion, at all. I'm a bit of a noob. So let's see how this goes. So you got to create quad bond mesh mode, and then it's just a matter of just pulling those vertices and tweaking things. Luckily, Captain America is pretty much symmetrical shape-wise on both sides. So after you increase the width and all that junk for the quad ball, you can, try to make sure it's symmetry. I cut the bottom half because we don't really need that for Captain America. So that's that. Now, well, at least for the mask portion. Let's not get too wild. So we're going to do that famous extruding, where when you extrude, you can pull and it adds new faces to it because it makes it easier when you do that. I always forget the options for that. So if you double click, you're going to click all the vertices and you want to adjust that pull, make it kind of match. The one thing I noticed when I was doing this that I did incorrectly is, you'll see when I cut it, the bottom part here, I have it kind of sticking out, so it looked weird. Now this part is where it gets tricky. When you split it, you make sure you want to split it exact. So when you when you add face, you want to make sure you add faces exact. That's what I want to say. Because if you don't do that, it's going to get all funky, your shape. And once you do that, you do the famous extrusion, which hopefully I'll click the shortcut somewhere. And when you pull it, you want to pull it inward because we're doing the eyes. So the eyes, think of it as like if you're trying to center it. So you want to have it like be like, I don't know, like, I'm really bad with analogies, but it's just really hard to explain the thought process. I'm trying to think. You just want to keep getting it narrow and narrow. And usually you want like it to be two faces narrow, because you have one that you pull in and another one that you push in. So every time you do that, you want to use that shortcut, which is like Alt and pull. So you extrude to pull in and you extrude to pull it back. Does that make sense? And you usually want to crease some of it so it can have a nice indent inside. I believe I crease the top part. So if you think about it, you have the brows here, so you want that part to be thick. Or you can crease the nose part. Like a lot of this was, like there's probably someone out there who does this way better and can explain it a lot better. But yeah. Then once that's done and you're in the body mode, is it in body? I don't have my glasses, so it's hard for me to see what's going on right now when I do this all the time. It's a bit. But so once you do the mesh mode is over, you want to draw a line so you can split the body for this part. And as you can see, this is where to me you can clearly see that it sticks out on the bottom. And this is pretty much, you cut it and you just do trial and error when it comes to tweaking. There's probably something a lot. Yeah, this is there's not much to go. Like a lot of this, I'm still learning when it comes to the mesh mode. I tried so hard to do it in lofting, and I kept running into problems when it came to the eye parts, and I was like, I gotta go to the goddamn mesh mode. Yeah. Oh, frustrating. But so once you have this part cut down and all the tweaking is okay, this is how it's gonna get. So the tweaking is gonna last a hot minute. I'm not sure. Like it's just difficult. It's just the one piece of advice I can give for tweaking is always save and exit, because there's so many times I've tweaked something and then the vertices will overlap or something. And then when I save and try to exit mesh mode, it's like, oh, you got all these vertices touching one another. And I'm just like, because you can only undo so much. There's no history timeline for this part. And then so when you also cut it in half, you're going to eventually have to thicken this piece, because you can't 3D print the surface like that. At least not that I know of. You have to thicken it. So that thickening part that I'm going to do eventually, I save that for the last. And then whenever I thicken, I save it as a different file. So just in case I don't like how much I thicken it, or I regret what I did to thicken it, I have the previous file, because I just get really paranoid. I tell you, like, I usually, like, there's a lot of editing out, because I usually, every time I mesh mode, I hit save, and I exit, hit save, and I exit every time. Especially when you see me creasing these eyes, I was like, I'm not going to lose where I'm at. I'm totally terrified of just having this whole thing messed up. So, and then here's where I think, I don't know if I edited it. Yeah, I edited it out, but I saved it as a new file, because, yeah, it's very challenging, these helmets. So, but this part I thought was cool. So, this is actually something new for me completely. I didn't know that. You can create a sketch, which like create a sketch for the letter A. And when you can, once you have the sketch done, when you extrude it, you can, I think it's to object, then you click the face that you're extruding it to, and it will follow the curvature of that. That's really neat. Yeah, it's really neat. So here we are again, we're back to tweaking the eyes, and then once you have the eyes tweaked as you want, we're going to do, once the tweaking's all done, I got to create a sketch for the eyes. I use a spline, I do the best I can do so it can match the eyes, and then once that's done, since I don't like to do things twice, I always use a mirroring tool and mirror the spline. Once I have the spline mirrored, I'm just going to extrude both and cut it into the eyeballs, and then boom, you have 2 eyeballs there. So this got video. There's storms out, so my dog's a bit afraid. So I'm sorry, priorities, guys. My dog's always gonna come first. So, but as you can see now, the eyeballs, they're there. You've extruded them, and and they're there. So now the next step is to do the A. Oh, she's afraid. Oh, we're gonna have to. I might just put some music for this one. Say hi, Mom. Yeah, this video is also, it's mainly just tweaking the best you can, because it's just the mesh mode. There's not much you can really explain in it. It's just tweaking, and my best advice is save, exit mesh mode, save, exit mesh mode, save, exit mesh mode. If there's something you feel weird about, create a new file, and honestly, rinse and repeat. Like for mesh mode, there's still a lot of things I don't feel I'm good at, but the better you get it, it has the most control. So whoever knows how to handle it really good and wants to do a video so I can learn, or reach out, that'd be great, guys. So, all right, everybody. My doggo comes first, so gotta cut this one a bit short. Until next time, bye guys. Say bye-bye, Moral. Oh, she's too scared. Bye.